Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Freecoiner coming back to you again today, and this is the health topic. Okay, so before I get started, I always have to give you some type of disclaimer. I am not suggesting that you follow anything that I'm saying. I am simply going to state some facts and state some things that I have seen, and just the things that I do. So your health is your responsibility. You just have to remember that if you don't have good health, you do not have anything. It doesn't matter how rich you are. It doesn't matter, how much your family loves you. If you don't take care of your health, you won't even be around to experience any of it. Ask Steve Jobs. Okay, I mean, I hate to come out there like that, but it's just the truth. Now, speaking about Steve Jobs, there's a young man that I am going to show you guys his YouTube channel and kind of tell you a little bit about him. But anyway, he did a video concerning Steve Jobs and the possibility, or rather, what he came to understand is that Steve Jobs was a vegan and a very strict vegan. Okay, so some of the things that he came across was that Steve, I think he died from, was it pancreatic, I think it was, or some type of internal organ cancer. I can't remember what it was. You know what? Let me go ahead and take a look. It's just that simple. I have Google. Yes, he died from pancreatic cancer. Okay, so yeah, excuse me. Steve did not eat meat from what I understand. According to his video, he didn't eat meat at all. He was, like I said, a very strict vegan. And if you look at at Steve when he was in his before he's not too long before he died, he looked exactly like vegans typically do. They always, they waste away while they try harder to be better vegans. Whereas people who are, eating more or less anything, same age or whatever, are, they may be overweight, but they're still healthy. They're not wasting away. Now, there has to be a happy medium there, right? And that happy medium is to not eat junk food. And as far as I'm concerned, not be a vegan. I have tried it. It made me weak and it made me sick. Okay? That's my experience with it. I've seen tons of videos. I've seen hours and hours of videos of vegans going from veganism back to eating meat because they were dying. Plain and simple. They were dying. They were wasting away. They were getting sick. They were having gut issues. All of this stuff. Just, I mean, it's unfortunate that we can't really depend on the medical space, our medical professionals to really tell us the truth about a lot of things, because it's not about the truth. It's not really about your health. It's about how much money they can make on people. That's just the absolute truth. I just had someone pass away that was very close to me, who I never got to know. The reason why this person passed away was because they were on dialysis, and it is highly likely he never even needed it. How do I know that? Because, and I'm sorry going off on a tangent, but there's just so much. But the same thing that happened with my mom. And now, she didn't pass away, she didn't go on dialysis, but what I'm talking about is her doctor was trying to scare her into getting on dialysis, telling her that her kidneys were failing, there's nothing he could do. I mean, just literally trying to scare her into going on dialysis. She ends up going to the doctor. Okay, so one day she also has gout, but one day she had gout so bad that her feet, she could not walk, right? Her hand was swollen, and she was having all types of issues. And my mom's issues all stem from not drinking enough water. That's just, for pretty much all her life. She drank a lot of Cokes. And trying to drink water later on in life is just, unless you're really, really strict about it, it's going to be difficult. You have to be very strict. You have to do like pretty much everything right. I'm talking like once you hit your 60s, if you've been drinking Cokes all your life, you're going to have problems. And that's where she is. But anyway, so this doctor's trying to scare her into it. She gets sick, like I said. She has the gout issue. She has to take an ambulance, or an ambulance came to get her and took her to the hospital. She sees another doctor. They do tests on her and come back and tell her, okay, well, we're going to give you something for the gout to help, ease that. And they didn't even mention her kidneys. She asked about her kidneys, and they told her that her kidneys were fine. They said that they had shut down from what they could tell, but now they were working again and absolutely fine. Now, the other doctor that was trying to scare her into dialysis told her that if her kidneys shut down, there was nothing that she could do, nothing they could do. Guys, you have to understand, we have to be vigilant when it comes to our loved ones. I told my mother she could not go on dialysis. What would be the point? She's in her 70s now. Her sister was on dialysis. She died within 10 years of going on dialysis. The other person that I'm talking about went on dialysis in 2013. Lasted until 2-3 weeks ago. And this was a young man, 41 years old. Younger than me. So, you tell me, is it wise to just do whatever the doctor tells you? Or is it wiser to check up on them? Just go and see another doctor who has nothing in the game, who has nothing to gain from whatever is going on with you. Don't get me wrong. That person could very well, give the same diagnosis. Who knows? But at least if they don't know what's currently going on, and they may not just immediately go to, oh, you need to go on dialysis, or I'm just using that as an example. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, guys, it's been storming here. But anyway, the point is that we have to be vigilant when it comes to our health. You don't just put your health in anyone's hands. There are too many people out here who just want a check from you, and they could give a damn about what ultimately happens to you. And I can tell you, if you have anybody that is in the same situation as my mom, all I'm saying is just follow up on it. Because once someone goes on dialysis, their life expectancy is shot. I'm talking within 12, they might last 12 years. That's on the outer edge. So anyway, man, I've gone on a tangent there, but it's something that really, it's very close to me now, because I've had to deal with this a couple different times. And several times. There have been other people who've gone through the same thing. This is just one situation. This is not even speaking about cancer. It just goes on and on, guys. On and on. There's a report where doctors were fraudulently telling people that they had cancer, types of melanomas, when they didn't have cancer at all, just to get a little extra money. Is that, I'm not saying that these doctors are not doing it necessarily because they're having issues, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, it is on you to take care of yourself and your health. So yeah, just be vigilant. Always be vigilant for you and your loved ones. Now, let's go ahead and move on. I want to cover one thing here real quick. Now here, speaking about grass-fed beef, I have seen a major difference in my health since I have increased my meat intake and also high quality beef, with high quality meats, I'll say. Very big difference between now and just, say a couple years ago. When me and my wife met in 2014, at that time I was eating a lot of beef, but it was beef with antibiotics and hormones in it. Now, the problem I was having was every time I ate it at night, I'd wake up in the middle of the night and my sinuses would be completely swollen. I couldn't breathe. I was having all types of problems, right? I didn't know that the quality of the meat was the problem. I needed to have grass-fed beef. When the first time I had grass-fed beef, it was the best night of sleep I had, and my body felt better. I felt stronger. My mind was clearer. When I was eating grass-fed beef for like a couple weeks, and it just made a huge difference. Huge difference. Now, as it really, when it comes to veganism, that's essentially a fast, right? So you're going to clean your body. You're not going to get the nutrients that you need, okay? Because all vegans have to, they have to supplement. It just goes without saying. You have to supplement. Now, I am going extreme as far as talking about veganism, but vegetarianism is essentially the same thing. Okay, from what I'm seeing, you need animal products if you want to live extremely healthy. If you want to live at the top level of health that you can. Now, I just want to read one thing real quick. Let's see, right here. And grass-fed isn't the same as organic, and I want to kind of give you an understanding here, the reason it's different, or it's important. The USDA standards for organic beef specify that the animals cannot be treated with hormones or antibiotics, and that they must be given access to the outdoors and organic vegetarian feed. However, that feed can include grains, so that's another thing, which aren't part of a cow's natural diet. It is possible to find beef that's both grass-fed and organic, and while this writer does not, he says he doesn't personally eat red meat, that is what he recommends to his client. So, and it is a lot more expensive. It's a lot more expensive. But, like I said, this is something that's really, really important. The fact that it can include grains. Another thing, see, if you have, even if you have if you're eating beef that is grain-fed, even if they don't get the hormones and antibiotics, that meat isn't the top quality. Top quality is grass-fed. It is just, I've had both, and grass-fed is very different. It tastes different. It's just very, very different. Okay, so just something I wanted to show you, and again, guys, this is all, an individual's call. You have to decide on what direction you want to go in. That's just the fact. No one can tell you how to deal with your health. You can only take guidance from people. Now, the guy that I was talking about, his name is Frank Tufano. A little bit of a weird kind of guy, I'm just going to admit it. But all in all, and I think part of the reason why he acts the way he does is because a lot of people, they give him a hard time. They're always, saying that he's gay and stuff like that, which he's not gay. He is, he's just a little different. He's kind of eccentric, but extremely knowledgeable. And he's really worked hard to build his channel to where it is right now. And I'm telling you guys, he has a lot of great information. Again, like here, I don't eat pork at all, but some people do. Hey, we all do what we do, right? But all in all, he started some of his own products here, which I am actually going to start ordering from his free range meat, and he has some all of his meat is high quality. It's all grass fed. He really goes into it, guys. I'm telling you, if you check him out, it will definitely be a very, very good, at the very least. I thought I started one of these videos. It would be very good information for you to just kind of reflect on. Just helps you with your understanding and possibly what direction you might want to go with your eating habits and just your health in general. But he actually does. I mean, he eats raw, completely raw. I don't personally do that. I just can't. It's just, I grew up cooking meat. I just can't go beyond that. Best thing I can do is do medium. But even still, when I see blood in it, I didn't grow up like that. So anyway, guys, again, also this guy right here, he has an account called Vegetable Police. He was a vegan, and he's like giving kind of a history on what he went through as a vegan. Might be something you want to check out as well, just so you can see what's going on. There's several others. When you start looking into it, there's more and more. You know how it is, even like with XRP and just crypto in general. It's just the floodgates open. So anyway, guys, that's all from regarding the health topic. Just wanted to bring this to you. I know I hadn't really talked about this stuff very much. I know, as far as my personal journey here, I have, I've had a lot of good, very, very good results. I told you I had an issue with my knee. That's, for all intents and purposes, it's totally over with. I had problems with my elbows, and honestly, just increasing my meat intake and also eating the fat is extremely important. It's all but gone. I mean, it's every now and then I might feel a little bit of something, but it's nothing at all like it was. I mean, it was to the point in the past to where I couldn't do triceps or biceps without having, excruciating pain as I'm trying to do these workouts. But now, nothing at all. So, guys, that's really it. Again, just stay informed. Also, I will be releasing the information on the Patreon account to go into some more, some alternative kind of information. You may like it, you may not. Just check it out and you see if it's for you. But that's it. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you guys. Last time I checked, I was at 4,100 subscribers. Again, I'm trying to get to 10,000. That's my next milestone. So I really appreciate all of you who have joined me, and I'm looking forward to more getting on board. So, guys, this has been Mr. Freecoiner, and hey, again, I really appreciate you guys. Have a great day. God bless.